In 2023, I ran a video game speedrunning contest about sausages. Okay, so to fully explain this, I need to rewind a little bit so that we can end up figuring out how we got here. In 2022, I would put out little adverts to my Twitch streams. Of course, they got viewed by very few people and died a death. One of them was about a fictional speedrunning contest called Speed Bangers, where the runner was asking for a check-in far more regularly than it's expected. Okay, so we're getting into the next stage of this. If you've got anything that you'd like to read out, now would be a fantastic time.
Are you taking the mic?
No, I'm not taking the mic.
You've asked me to read out over 50 times
Yeah, I
now.
know I've ended up asking a lot, but this game has a lot of downtime.
It just feels like you're messing with me.
No. It's a niche joke. I can see why they died a death now. But in 2023, I thought, stuff it. I like presenting. It's kind of my thing. So let's make Speed Bangers actually a real thing. Let's actually put on a speedrunning marathon all about sausages, or games that feature sausages. Thus, Speed Bangers 2023 would be squished together and formed into a thing. Like a sausage. The day got closer and closer, and then it dawned on me. I need to actually run something of this. Enter Sausage Hunter. Enter Sausage Hunter action-packed stages. A cat with a piece as the main character. Incredible hordes of enemies and a game length that will leave you satisfied. Wait, I got that wrong. Sausage Hunter only features 7 stages, 4 enemies which are snails, the natural enemy of cats and sausages, the same song that repeats over and over and over again. And in fact, if I turn around, the entire trailer is playing on my back. This is the entire gameplay. This is the entire run of Sausage Hunter. The entire game. This is it. There's nothing else. But at least, the game only cost 79p. So the big day arrived, the marathon was great, VOD available on YouTube, and everyone had a great time. I did 2 whole runs of Sausage Hunter on the day, and everyone was in awe of the new sausage game. This is our titular hero. He is a cat. He wants to get the sausage, so we're going to run across the stage and get the sausage. So Speed Bangers 23 was a huge success, and Sausage Hunter went on to have a tremendous future. Of course, I'm kidding. Not about the success of Speed Bangers 23, that was great. This is just the start of the Sausage Hunter story. Speedrun.com is one of the main hubs for speedrunning, to the point where runners can say SRC and know exactly where to find their boards for going, ooh, fast game, go brrrr. As an aside, I will be using SRC for the speedrun.com for the rest of the video. It means I don't have to keep typing out speedrun.com, even though I just did it twice. As soon as the marathon was over, I had to create that board for Sausage Hunter and submit my time to let others see it and go, ooh, I fancy beating that. One of the effects that SRC can have on a game is actually a bump in sales. Games that appear out of nowhere with a board that has an appealing time will sometimes see a bump in their sales. An easy to obtain world record in a game that is cheap is a quick, yeah, I can do that, and sometimes they won't refund it. So a few people bought Sausage Hunter for the agreeable price of 79p and began running. Runners such as 16-bit Hyper Turbo, Decky F, Handsome Strife, Kythius, Xmoo, 15 Swee Swee, and Garlips.
Hello, my name is Garlips, and I speedrun Sausage Hunter alongside Mr. Matt and 16-bit Hyper Turbo.
I am 16-bit Hyper Turbo, known to a lot of you as just 16-bit.
This all began with Speed Bangers, an elaborate joke.
Sausage Hunter. I was introduced to Sausage Hunter by Mr. Matt and Garlips, and my life has never been the same since.
You know, very happy to be a part of. I played a game called Silly Sausage. I also did a sausage ranking list, which was, it went down a treat. No pun intended. I saw Mr. Matt play Sausage Hunter for the very first time, Speed Bangers. He ran it twice, and the second time he finished with about a minute and I want to say like 25 seconds, 27 seconds, something like that. And that was the de facto, well, it was literally the world record, but I mean, obviously he hadn't made the page at that point. I encouraged him to make the page because I like the tomfoolery and the general shenanigans that we get up to on speedrun.com, and get your world record up. And then I will take a look at maybe taking you down a peg or two. I claimed the world record then, and that record stood for a week. I did it on the Monday, and by the following Wednesday or Tuesday, 16-bit toppled me.
I eat, sleep, and breathe Sausage Hunter. I play it all the fucking time. I know the ins and outs of the level. I have changed the way people play the game, the way people see it, the way I play it. I live it. I'm obsessed with it now. And I've held the world record twice. Twice!
I taught 16-bit how to use LiveSplit and how to submit to SRC, which was, in hindsight, a massive mistake, because literally that day he uploaded a PB that beat mine and became world record, and I couldn't stand for that, being the most fragile of internet narcissists, obviously.
It's funny because it's not a very long game, but it is a very short game. But that only means it creates more skill, needs more skill to win the thing, right?
Sub-minute, on the subject of sub-minute. I think sub-minute is possible because as I was trying to beat 16-bit yesterday evening to get the world record back, my sum of best went from 102 to 59 seconds. So I think a sub-minute is possible. After that, it's going to be hugely diminishing returns. I don't think that we'll be able to push past a 50-second mark. I don't think we'll be able to push past the 50-second mark ever. Maybe not even 55-second mark. But I think the minute mark is within grasp, and it's there for whoever is brave enough to take it. And I just hope that's me, so that I can secure my reputation, my historical gravity and weight on the internet forevermore. Immortalize myself in all things sausage.
You can get this game to under a minute. You can get in under a minute time, you know. I brought it down to 101 the other day. Yesterday, I think. And now, Garlips has beaten me by 0.01 of a second, or 0.1 of a second, I don't know. Anyways, he thinks he's gonna hold that title. Who think again? Well, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it back.
So now here is where some speculation begins. Speedbangers 23 was held on the 3rd of June 2023. A few purchases of Sausage Hunter took place around this time, with the price even being lower at 22p. What a deal! 4 snails! Less than a week after Speedbangers 23, the price skyrocketed to £24.99. £24.99 for 7 levels and 4 snails. I understand that art does have a value that in some cases is difficult to extrapolate from the art itself. Value can be what something means to someone, how much effort went into something, or some other socio-economic factors which can fluctuate a price. Price gouging because you think your game is becoming a meme game is not value. It's predatory nonsense that can destroy the goodwill and future of a speedrunning board.
Sausage Hunter is not worth $24.99. Do not pay that. Do not even pay anything like north of £1 or $1, or at the very least $1.50. Don't pay any more than that. Don't give in. I know you kids, you want to play the Sausage Hunter, okay? It's the talk of the town. I understand, but just step back from your parents' credit card.
So what was the value that was here now? For £24.99 you could get 7 levels, 4 snails, and a shot at the number 1 spot on SRC. It doesn't really feel worth it, does it? You can get other games that will give you more enjoyment. Killer Frequency and Amnesia the Bunker had come out in June and were priced at a reasonable £20. 2 games that could easily be called mid-tier games, which will give you a lot more than 7 levels and 4 fucking snails for 2 whole minutes of fun. Again, speculation, but considering how everything is lining up, apologies? I bought Sausage Hunter a few days before Speedbangers. Garlips got it on the day, and others picked it up around then. Then less than a week after Speedbangers happened, the price went from 79p to £24.99. From where I'm hovering, it would appear that the devs checked their emails and saw a few sales, thought, yes, it's time, and jacked the price up to try and get some quick money. So we sadly had to turn around and say, apologies people, we would recommend that you play this game, but now it's $24.99. We're not going to recommend it. So we sadly had to turn around to people and apologise that the new funny meme game was now funny in a new way. Months passed, and the sausage was done, and we all moved on with our lives. Then Sausage Hunter got an update. Out of nowhere, the Sausage Hunter community was rocked by the news that there had been an update to the game. The dev changed and suddenly there were extra levels? So we put on our sausage hunting hats, we got out our small little pistol and looked out for those snails again, covering our hands in banger grease and getting stuck right back into it, into this exciting new update. Well, after the 7th level you get put into, well, procedurally generated guff. Yes, the 13 additional levels aren't levels in the strictest sense of the word, they've just tacked on some generated levels that are from a random pool and called it a day. There was one new technique that was added, but other than that, nothing really exciting. Oh, there was one unexpectedly funny thing. It turns out if you press 2 of the same input, it just duplicates it so you can move double speed. Whee! It did mean we had to subdivide the board even more to account for the new levels and the double input, so that was fun, I guess. Now that Sausage Hunter is in the hands of banger chasers, are they taking the piss? The price continues to fluctuate between the still silly £16 and 83p. Everything has gone quiet again. The boards are still. The updates are still non-existent. And it's still in early access. So that was Sausage Hunter, a game that I am only aware of via a marathon that I created from a shitpost advert I made for my Twitch streams. Check them out. Something of which has been haunting my existence since, and I had to make this video to finally get it gone and expunged from my soul. I really need to run another Speed Bangers one day. This bit has been recorded, as you can probably tell, after everything else has been finished. We've done the rest of the video, it's now just these last little final thoughts. From where I'm sitting, it seems like the developer, the original developer, ended up creating just a fun little game. They seem to be a hobbyist who just made little games and put them out. The problem is that as soon as Speed Bangers happened, and the price hike happened, we started to end up losing a lot of goodwill with the developer. Like, if they had kept it as a very cheap game, or even just raised the price ever so slightly to like £3, that would have been incredibly reasonable. We wouldn't have ended up having an issue with it. But to raise it to $24.99 is a bit of a ridiculous proposition. I don't understand why someone would think that that game is worth £24.99 or $30. It just doesn't make sense. When we saw the updates and the developer changed to Banger Chasers, we didn't know if the original developer had rebranded or if this was a new group had apparently taken over. That seemed to be the case, and confirmed by the absolutely fantastic Gekish, who ended up reaching out and trying to find out more information. Massive thank you to Gekish. I'd also like to quickly say a massive thank you to everyone who is on the SRC boards, as well as a massive thank you to Garlips and 16-bit Hyper Turbo. Thank you for your contributions to this video. I'm so sorry it's taken so long to get this out, and the scope of the video completely changed, because as you could probably tell, this was going to be a history of the speedrunning records, but the story just became too bizarre. We had to change tack and turn it into this weird legacy of madness that had happened with this very silly little game about sausages and a cat that chases them. I'd like to say a massive thank you as well to you for watching. I know this video took a little bit longer than I was expecting. I was expecting to have this out within a week from that update, but it took a lot longer. But anyways, I'd like to say a massive thank you, and hopefully I'll see you again at some point in the very near future. But for now, it's bye for now.